Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
It is 10 days to Christmas. Welcome to Coming In Hot, everybody. Brent Wallace alongside Jason York and Graham Nichols. I feel like everybody's home for the holidays. I got both of you in the same show for the first time in like 2 weeks. Nice to see both of you. Oh, by the way, Shane Hnidy is about to join us in the show brought to you by Bet365. Go ahead, Yorkie. Nice to see you.
Good to see you. I'm not home, though. I'm in Toronto. I'm here on official business, Wally. Official good guy club business.
Is there, I believe the annual meeting is in January, is it not?
The AMG is in January, but it is an official good guys Christmas party I'm in town for. Hosted by Mr. Ryan Leslie, who's good. He's good people. Good people.
Yeah, no,
That's all right.
Guess I couldn't make it.
Yeah, well, you're busy. You got mugs to hand out. You've got presents to give. You're like Santa, Wally. You're just all over Ottawa. I called him the other day, Graham. He's like, what's going on? I'm busy. I'm bringing mugs here, going to Stittsville, to Orleans, to Ottawa. Like, well, I do. This guy gets in his Escape. It's like his Santa Claus sled, the Ford Escape. It's got a bag of mugs in the back and goodies, and he's just giving them all out to good boys and girls in the Ottawa area.
He's pulling in a laneways, honking the horn until someone runs outside to come and get them. Yeah, come and get this. I'm not getting out in the snowstorm. Yeah,
he's like when Billy Bob Thornton played Santa. Just minus the drinking. Just he's sober while he's doing it. Billy Bob was drunk during Bad Santa.
Oh, I don't even know why. I should have just got Shane right away.
Get Nides on. I want Nides to pile in here too. He knows your act.
Big show today, as it is on Prime Monday Night Hockey, and one of the analysts who may be the best in the business, Shane the Sheriff Hnidy. Welcome to the show, my good friend.
Well, hello, gentlemen.
Nice.
It's always good to see you. I'm here in lovely Winnipeg. Beautiful day out. Getting ready for the game tonight. This is game 9 in the last 14 for me, so this is fun.
Wow. It's like minus 26 there, is it not? Something like that?
It's cool. Yeah, it's a little brisk. Let's say that, but it's good. I don't mind it. This is my home province.
Yeah, Nides. I saw you just about a month ago. You might be the busiest guy in hockey right now. How many games? Well,
this was my busiest stretch. So I left. When was I last home? Vegas is home. So I was the third. I started in Anaheim, and then I joined. I did a Turner game, TNT there, and then joined Vegas for their trip through New York, and then in between there, I jumped to Toronto last Monday, Chicago on Wednesday. Then back to Philly Thursday, Columbus Saturday, and now I'm over here in Winnipeg. Home tomorrow, though. Get ready. You guys are all ready for the season. I can't even celebrate Christmas yet. I got to go home for 3 days, and then I come back to Calgary and Edmonton. So that's what it is. What else am I getting? I am not qualified much else. So this is about it.
By the way, just quickly, at your hotel in Winnipeg, which has the great tunnel and walkway system, do you have to go outside?
I have to go out for about 10 seconds to cross the street and get into the arena. That's about it. I have not been out much.
Okay, fair enough. Big game tonight, as you say, in our home province. I'm going to put it to you this way. What does Ottawa need to do to turn this little thing around?
Well, it's interesting, watching them play and talking to the people around, like they've been happy. There's some frustration level because they're right there, and I think you see it around the league. You're even seeing with Winnipeg. It's an interesting season, right? It's condensed. It's hard. I think you saw a lot of young teams come out of the gate. To me, now we're going to start to see separation between now to the break. So for the Ottawa Senators, they're happy with their game, but yet you're not, because it's all about wins and losses. I look at it, they're right there. What does it come down to when the games are close? And they have been this year. I've seen it with the team I follow in Vegas. They've been to 13 overtimes in 31 games. It's incredible. The difference in games comes down to 1 or 2 plays, or where I think the Sens might be lacking, 1 or 2 saves. And it's whether it's a timely save or a key save, making the saves you need to, and then coming up with a couple of more. And, for the Sens, they're in there. I think their 5-on-5 scoring needs to go up, right? They need to find more ways to generate offense 5-on-5. Power play has been providing the majority of it, especially the last 5 games. Penalty kill's been an issue all year. But their power plays
do you
kind of
understand-
outweighed that.
Do you get
Go ahead.
the penalty kill and what they're doing?
Well, not when they're letting in. And right now, I think when you go through that, and Yorkie can attest to this, I think you're just slow to everything, right? Like when you think about it through the teams, majority of teams watch and pre-scout. The X's and O's don't vary much team to team. It's all about execution. And when you have a group that struggles much in one certain area, I think, it's a matter of finding some confidence. When you don't have that, they're going over in the penalty kill, and in their mindset, it's like almost second guessing. So you're slow. Penalty kill, you have to be able to react quickly. If you're gonna be forced or take whatever it is, it has to be reading off one another. Most teams are. They're gonna be aggressive, and it starts up ice, right? You don't want to allow the easy entries. You want to stop up ice. If not, then trying to hold your blue line. And then once you get in zone, all right, don't allow middle ice. You're going to need a save. You're going to, keep it to the outside, allow your goalies to make those saves that you need. It is a power play. The other teams are talented. But I think they're just too slow right now in their execution on the penalty kill. And I think there's some second doubt on it.
Nights, it's almost like I remember doing penalty kill, and the old analogy to your point there, when you're slow. If one guy goes, then everybody's going.
That's right. You got to be
exactly right. And I think with Ottawa, they get victimized sometimes. One guy will go, then there's no read off that, and then it becomes slow. And it's like, if you're going to do it quick. To your point.
Yeah, they got to be quicker on their execution, right? That's what I believe, and I think part of that is okay. All right, this is a mental thing for them. You got to go out there. You got to try and find that confidence. Confidence has to be earned, and you got to go out and find a way to get it done.
Is there any different?
Sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
I was going to say Nines. Thomas Chabot went down with an injury against San Jose, re-aggravated an upper body injury. They're 3-7-0 since he's left the lineup. Obviously, they got guys playing up the lineup in his absence. But how hard is that as a defenseman who has to step in a role? I know Tyler Clevin made that turnover at the end of the game, last game that cost Ottawa 2 points. But how do you absorb a loss like Chabot?
You have to do it collectively, right? And you need guys to step up. And I was one of those guys. You wait for that opportunity to elevate your minutes, to get an elevated role. Now it's on that player and the person or whoever it may be. And it's not only one. You lose someone like Chabot, you don't have anybody you just plug in there and is automatically gonna take over what he does and how important he is to the team. But you need a certain amount of guys to come up and play the right way. And they did it without Brady Tkachuk. They found a way to play hard. I've liked a lot of what I've watched with them defending throughout the season. I think they've kind of bought into playing a grinding game. Now it's a matter, okay, you're staying with it. Let's not lose. Let's not cheat because they're struggling to find the 5-on-5 offense. Let's build it and get to that point. But yeah, Thomas Chabot, Pinto out now too is another big absence. So, those are key guys, but that's what hockey's about. It's a team sport, and it's about, all right, who's going to step up? And it's not just going to be one guy. You got to, everybody's got to pull the line a little bit harder and make sure they can get the job done. But yeah, Chabot's huge minutes for this team, and it's unfortunate. I think I did the game in LA right after he was injured, and just came back and injured. So I think that's a moral blow to the team too, when you think your excitement to have this guy back. And I know Sens fans don't want to hear the word patience, but I get it's running out, because I do believe we're at the time of the year, especially in a season like this, you get young teams, and we saw it out of the gate, boom, right off, now, okay, you're getting into that part now. It's Christmas, get a little break, but then that January, I hated January. It is just like a slog to get through that. It's a sprint after that, right? The final March, April, especially with the break, but this is where I think we're going to see some teams separate. Can the veterans teams, can teams like who know what it takes to get to playoffs? All right, can you guys buy in now in this hard time of the year where everything's starting to tighten up and things are getting a little harder?
Do you see Winnipeg in the same situation at the moment? They do get Connor Hellebuck.
I just talked to you. I just said, goaltending needs to be better in Ottawa. When I asked the Winnipeg Jets how important goaltending is, are they 2-8-1, and now Hellebuck comes back and they win?
Yeah.
And not only that, you talk about key guys come out. Okay, you lose stars. Say Edmonton loses McDavid, or McKinnon comes out. You still got Natchez, Draisaitl. You still got pieces. When you lose a goaltender of Hellebuck's magnitude, how do you get around that? So they got him back. So there's some juice in that room now, right? We'll see if they can follow it up after their 5-1 win over Washington. But I see these two. I expect a really good game tonight. I think this should be two teams with a lot of urgency on both sides. I don't. Sometimes you think that and it could end up, lopsided. But I think it's going to be a tight, hard-fought game.
Which one of these two teams will make the playoffs? Or will either one make the playoffs?
This is I think they both should be in playoffs. Will they? I don't know, but I believe they both should be in playoffs. Both these teams. Will they? Well, look at the standings right now. How can you pick anybody? That's what I mean. That's what this next month will play it out. I've never been good at predictions. I like to see it play out, but I'll go and say, yeah, both these teams will make it. I think Ottawa, they might have to make a move to add. I think the Jets need to add at some point, but we'll know whether they're adding or not in a month or two.
So Nines, just following up on that, Ottawa's expected goals, like a lot of their underlying metrics are very strong. A lot of their defensive metrics are really defensive. Strong. You mentioned they haven't finished at 5-on-5. They're not getting the saves. If the Senators have to make a move, what would you like to see them address?
I'd love to see you get another top six forward. I think, and then that so does somebody get pushed down? Well, then you get that, the competition, the internal competition with drives, and then that brings more balance and more depth to your lineup. If you move some guys down, I'd like to see. I love Claude Giroux, but I'd like to see him start performing a little bit more, find his offense. But if he goes down, is it a bad thing if all of a sudden he's on the third line? I think he's too competitive for that, but.
Yeah, he's been playing there for a bit now, just because they're trying to figure out a way to get Fabian Zetterlund to play.
But here's the thing: it was a top six league forever, right? Scoring. Now you've got to have four lines, but you got to have top 9 scoring in this league to be a playoff 100%. Team or a contending team.
Which is why when they had Shane Pinto healthy, they had it right. He was their leading goal scorer playing on the third line. But I don't appreciate you telling me to be patient when I am the owner of a panic button.
Every fan is. Believe everybody's in it right now, right? Like you look around, there's a few teams maybe not, but it's so interesting to me, like the parity, or I guess we don't use the word parity or whatever. The competition level is so close, but at some point it's got to pull away. And I would say there is not the panic right now, but there's certainly some concern that they need to turn it around here quickly. No question about it. They have to find a win, and they're up against a team that's finally feeling good, but it's in the exact same situation.
It's crazy. You can be tied for last in the Eastern Conference and be 6 points out of a playoff spot. Like just wild to me.
All right, speaking.
So you guys pick who's going to be in playoffs. You got your panic button. Do you have a future ball right there to tell us? Because it's impossible to pick right now, other than there's some top teams are going to be there, but I'll tell you,
the West to me is wild. Like that's a knockdown drag out fight. If Ottawa doesn't figure out a way to bolster this lineup, I'm not sure they're making the playoffs as they are currently constructed with the way that they are injuries. Playing, meaning they need saves. And I'm not putting this all at the feet of the goaltending, but you need, with a team that misses perhaps a top 6 or a top 4D, you need your goaltending to be better. And that's simple.
Well,
I agree.
To Nides' point, to your point you made, that last game Ottawa played, and Graham brought up the part the Clevin had the turnover. That pass was from one side of the ice to the other side of the ice. You can't let that in.
Eriksson Ek was on the far wall, and it was from the right point.
You can't let that in. You can't let that in.
Can I ask the 2D then to break it down? You two guys tell me, is it all on Tyler Clevin?
No. Clevin threw. I'll go first. Right? Clevin threw it up the boards. It was a fortuitous bounce. But the point is, that puck came from one side. That puck traveled almost 80 feet. You should be able to get across and make the save. So if you're going to blame the D, got to stick up for the D union here. Goalie's got to
Yes.
make that save. Goalie's got to make that save at that point of the game. You got to make
100%. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, what is he doing? He like froze at the top. Like it wasn't a bang bang through the seam play like power play. It's from the right point to the bottom left corner. Like, yes, there's mistakes all over the ice. You can point at like most goals come. It could be from an offensive zone turnover there, and then maybe something else happens. There's, goals you can knock. Usually there's 2 or 3 points. Obviously, the goalie's the last line of it, the last line of defense. But in this case, that save needs to be made. Especially there's saves, and then there's timely saves, which are critical for good teams. Getting those saves who need it to get a point. Like how they don't get a point out of that game. To me, that comes down to the goaltending.
But I'll stand up for Levy here. Like watching that play, it looked like he was fighting through a screen to his right just as the pass is being made, and he doesn't see it right away, and that's why he's late. But
you shouldn't bother moving out of the way of the camera.
But that's,
no, I know. But I'm just like,
that's the goalie's
but
job.
he's looking right. Yeah, no,
The
exactly.
ability to read plays. Top goalies, they anticipate, read plays. I think he was too far out too. Like I don't know whether he was trying to see around traffic because he got frozen at the top of the blue paint.
Yeah.
Like that's anyway. I hate picking on goalies too. I know it's hard, but to me that save needs to be made. The puck was at the far blue, like Yorkie said, blue line, and like that pass. There's certainly enough time, even if you don't see it. Yeah, I don't know,
because I thought Tyler Clevin was actually okay that game. I remember he broke up the Tarasenko breakaway, no penalty on the he did a clean job. Like he's just taking a lot of heat for one play, and I'm not sure it's rightfully deserved. Could he gotten it out?
Agree.
Sure, but a backhand off the glass. I mean, you guys know that's a tough play to make.
But he had him audio weak side though, right? Like everybody was loaded on the strong side, and then he could have wrapped it strong hand, wrap it, rim it, weak side, and then he had him audio there. It's your second guess, everything happens like so quickly, but that's just it's unfortunate what happened. Really unfortunate what happened.
Well, and it's magnified because the wins have become hard to come by, right? So every little play,
exactly.
every little detail it just gets magnified.
Okay, I know we got to let you go. I have a couple of questions before we do that, which usually means about 6 or 7. Why are more goalies adopting the Shane Hnidy number of 34?
I have no. I thought. Well, I don't know. I thought it would go the other way when Matthews asked to wear my number.
Right there, you go, Nides.
Hey, it probably is a goalie number. You know why I took 34? This is the honest truth, and it was probably a goalie number back then. That was the first cap. So I was 24 when I went to Ottawa. It was kind of my last shot. The lowest number I ever got in camp. I was always getting the 59 and 82 or basically you show up to camp. Back then guys didn't wear the high numbers. So I was like, oh God, I got this number. Yeah. There's so obviously I ain't high on their list. When I got to Ottawa, they gave me 34 in camp. I'm like, hey, this is great. This is the lowest I've ever had. And then anything worked out. I'm like, I'll stick with this.
Yeah. Then Nides went after Yashin, and the rest is history.
Yeah, that's all. I didn't even know there was. I didn't even know there was a puck on the ice that day. That was my whole plan. I'm just going to chase him around, scrimmage. Back then, that's what you did. You looked for fights and scrimmage,
right?
But Jacques didn't like fights in scrimmage, if I remember correctly.
No, well, I didn't. So it was good. Nobody challenged me or anything. I just every time he's on the ice, I just went after him. That was my plan.
I remember that.
In case there's a whole generation of kids watching that don't know what happened, let me quickly sum this up. Alexei Yashin holds out for the year, wants a new contract. He ends up not playing for an entire season. And Marshall Johnston, God bless us, I love the fact that he held to his guns, brought him back, made him play his final season. In training camp, I don't know, was it day 1 or day 2?
It was the first scrimmage, whenever that was.
Yes. And you take the rest, because I just want your perspective on what happened.
So I'll tell you, and it's interesting now because holdouts are so common. Back then, though, that was unheard of, and it made everybody else in the league mad. Like everybody was upset with what Yashin did. How dare you hold out for more money? Now it's a daily occurrence or a summer occurrence. Yes, and I remember talking to my agent and my brother and dad. We actually, when I got traded on it, I said, I got to get noticed somehow this year, whatever it takes. And my agent's like, oh, nobody likes Yashin. I'm like, yeah, I said, I'm just going after him every time. And I was like slack. And he's a big, strong man. So he's not easy to knock over.
Yeah.
But I remember I'm slashing, hacking. I remember the only guy that came. I think RV came over. He was on Yashin. Hey, what are you doing? And then I turned around and slashed him, and then I like cross checked. Yeah, every shot. I just tried to run him and then hack, whack. I didn't care. Honestly, I don't even know if I touched the puck, which was fine.
So, what was the locker room like after?
It was great.
Well, I knew some of those guys because I don't know. That's Yorkie. I was in the other room with
The boys
young
love
guys.
Knights. Knights fit like a glove right from day one.
Yeah. Like I knew kind of Reds and Philly because I had Philly and Junior, so I knew those guys a little bit. But yeah, I was in the other room. I was in the minor league, the American League guys, and I didn't really care what anybody thought. I was, like I said, I was 24. Chances were running out. I had to do whatever it took to get noticed, and that's what I did.
And we needed toughness too. Like guys aren't stupid. You get a guy coming in that plays hard. You want that on your team. So the boys, I remember Knights came in. That's why nobody did anything because it's like we need something like this on our team.
Yeah. Well, and Pitlick had just left too, and I knew that you guys had missing that piece, right? Pitlick, I think he was there the year before. He signed his deal and left, and I'm like, okay, well they don't have this, so that's what I was going to do.
I know he wasn't the captain at the time because Alfia was the captain, but it's probably the only time somebody's beat up the captain in a scrimmage and won a job.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't win it just on that, but I got noticed enough to carry on. I still had to actually play the game for a little bit.
Well, I think he was just some street tough that came in and just punched everybody. He made a few plays. Now he's going to make a pass or two.
Yeah, I made plays. I made enough to last there long enough.
Right?
He did. Yeah. He was right.
Nights, I got one last one for you. I've been talking to a number of your former teammates, guys who played in that era, like 2002, 03 to like 05, 06. And a lot of guys who've been on both of those teams raved about how talented that 02, 03 team was. Obviously, guys, unfortunately lost to the Devils in the postseason, but like, how good was that team?
Well, I say this all the time. I say that team would have won easily post 04, 05 lockout. Once the rules, they were built for the game that changed, right? Yeah. Once you got rid of the clutch, the grab, the hack, the whack, the hold up, all that stuff, because it was built on speed, skill, still had a little bit of toughness, but they were built more after the 04, 05 lockout when things changed and the game changed. It allowed that to go more freely. You know, we'd run into Toronto or certain teams that just like hold you up, slow you down, whatever they could, where their penalties wouldn't be called. It was legal back then, which I used to love the hold-ups, Yorkie, the old rope and ride to hold up for your partner. That was the best.
What do they call it? The can opener. Get the leg between the stick between the legs and twist. Yeah. All the guys are falling down.
What's interesting too is I think back, like we were good defensively, and I think you didn't open up offensively as much because of the rules. But like I remember playing New Jersey in those days. Like sometimes the game you could play like it felt like you just wait for the first mistake, and whoever made the first mistake lost. It's kind of like the dead puck era, sitting in neutral zone. Just you never got tired. It's played between the top of the circles, both ends. Puck go back, forward, dump it in, dump it out, play in the neutral zone, just trap up. And but yeah, that team, you're absolutely right. That team was, man, we were good. It was unfortunate, and I still I don't like revisiting that. Was it 2.5 minutes left in the third, game 7?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask if Jeff Friesen doesn't score that goal, do you guys win the cup?
Yes. It was Anaheim waiting on the other side. And I remember thinking we knew that whoever came out in that series, because it was kind of a bit of a Cinderella run, right, for the Ducks on the west side. So it was like, can they get through this? And didn't happen, unfortunately. But I believe that team would have won the Stanley Cup.
Way to go, Graham. I'd like to.
I'm sure that's just what everybody wants to hear.
No, but it's funny though, because I had that. I went into CTC like a couple of weeks ago, talked to Chris Phillips, and he talks about 02-03, the Friesen goal. He talks about the following year where like Person takes the
Ricard
major,
Person.
Ricard Person takes the major against Domi, and then there's the following year, and it's just like Hasek gets hurt, and it's like you're talking about all these instances where it's like, man, like if the circumstances broke correctly, like you're talking about probably 3 cups potentially. Like all of a sudden, it's like you're not talking about Ottawa as a team that couldn't win. It's like you're talking about a possible like dynasty situation as well. But it's sports, right? Pro sports. That's unfortunately the way it works.
Yeah. When was the Pearson one? That was 0102. I believe.
Was it? I thought it was 03.
Yeah.
I think it was 0304, was it? I could be wrong.
304, I think.
Was it? All right, you guys. My memory's not that great. I do remember it though. It was the Toronto game. We were up 2-0, lost 4-2. It took all the momentum away.
Yeah,
that was game 6. Would have won the series in 6.
If would have won the series if Ty Domi had better balance, was the quote from Alfie.
my father-in-law to this day claims he pulled the wrestling move.
Yeah, got the cut across the forehead. Razor blade. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
How much did you, being the physical player you were, I believe I've asked you this before, but how much did you enjoy the Toronto series of whenever you faced the Leafs?
That's what you play for, right? To be in those rivalries. I'm very fortunate in my career. I've been in 2 of the best, and there was the early Battle of Ontario, which I'm glad they met last year. I hope it builds up, and then Boston, Montreal. Like there's nothing like playing in those games, especially when the teams are good, right? We were good in the early 2000s, and then I was fortunate on a good Boston team in Montreal. Well, Boston, Montreal hate each other regardless, but we're both good at the same time. And some of those playoff series are what you play for. It's just incredible. Going into the opposition building, you get just as much juice going as you do with playing at home. So a lot of good memories. But at the same time, there was some nerves because I knew, and I'm outmatched. I'm always outside my weight class, but there was, it was either Domi or Corson or, and so in those series when I have to play against like Roberts, when you're the bottom pairing, you're playing against, you have to go out there and just get knocked, or the battles in front of the net back when it was like Hudson Bay rules. It's like hack, whack, you try to cross check each other to see whose arm would go numb first. And that was how the net front battles were.
Crazy, eh? It's crazy.
Before we go, go ahead.
That's the thing, Hnidy. I always laugh when you listen to a broadcast today, and I'm guilty of it too. He's got to go to the hard area, the dirty area of the net. I'm like, what are you talking? You could get a picnic basket today and have a glass of wine in front of the net, maybe some wine and cheese. Like it's pretty friendly there now. Like it's
You're right, but it's funny how many coaches say that we got to be harder. We go in the net front battles, and the battles aren't anything like they used to be, but it's still, that's where you go to score goals. They just don't have to pay as big a price.
No, not like poor. You think of a guy like a Dino Ciccarelli that was 5'9". That guy's back just took an absolute beating. Like it's crazy. That's why the sticks today, if the sticks today were being used back then, I think a defenseman would probably have to use 12 sticks a game. Because
I remember too. You mentioned Ciccarelli. For me, like Bobby Holik in front of the net was like a horse, and then he was dirtier than they thought, but he was good at it. Detroit, Holmstrom. Holmstrom in Detroit. Oh yeah,
Thomas Holmstrom.
Crazy.
And Bobby,
good memories.
And Bobby Holik had that high voice too. If you ever talked to him,
I played with him in Atlanta too, and he was one of the dirtiest players. He was still using the heavy. His stick, he had the old wood stick. It weighed like 20 pounds. It was heavy, and he wouldn't change. And he threw forearm shivers and elbows off every face off, and he was nasty.
Love it. Quickly, if you already Yorkie brought up cheese, and my question for you is, if you can only pick one for the rest of your life, cheese or chocolate?
Cheese.
Yeah. See, chocolate it's taking a beating. And
why not? So why? How come you're going cheese?
Because I'm not a big sweets guy. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I try not to do a lot of dairy now either, but cheese is the one thing. If you eat anything, you're gonna have, I even like cheese. If you're gonna have pasta, I need cheese. I need my Parm cheese. If you have a sandwich, even on a salad, like cheese, you gotta have different kinds of cheese. I love Greek salad, like feta cheese. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Cheese is pretty hard to go without. I can go without the sweets.
Yeah,
I like all cheeses except blue cheese. I can't do blue cheese.
Oh yeah, no, thank you.
No, you keep your blue cheese. And finally, I just want to say a quickly thank you to you. I know you were the one that instrumental in sending me this lovely Prime Monday Night Hockey gift pack. Look at, I got this sent to me, guys. You didn't.
Nice.
I
got mine. I got mine, Wally. So
I'm
Don't
glad you got
re-gift that,
something.
Wally.
I haven't even gotten that.
Yeah, I got a candle and a phone charger.
Look at
got
that.
Fisherman's Friends and popcorn. Yorkie, I got Lindt chocolates.
Oh, no, you're probably
your
going to
favorite.
re-gift. Is that what you're giving me for Christmas?
He's going to give you cheese.
Anyway. I
Oh,
just wanted to say thanks to sending it over. It's a big game tonight, so
yeah.
we look forward to hearing your broadcast. It's been fantastic to watch the Prime broadcast the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You must enjoy it.
I do, and you know what? For me, I've started to do the desk more, which is a switch, which I like because I do so much in game. You get a little more leeway to talk more on certain topics because the in game so quick. But yeah, we got a terrific crew and cast, and people are great here with Amazon. Everything, the people behind the scenes are the best there are, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun to do it, and it's nice for me to kind of step back to a different role because. Especially on this trip, I've done so many games. It's nice to just go back and hang on the desk and watch the game. And I'm hoping for a good one here. And I hope everybody in Sens land can get some positivity for Christmas.
God, yes.
Oh.
We appreciate your time. I know there's the 3 more Prime games to go with the Sens this season. I hope to see you on them. And when you are, we'll have you back on, if you don't mind.
I am on the one in January. I think I'm coming to Ottawa. So
awesome.
yeah,
Look forward.
sweet.
Okay.
Meet up and we'll see you then too. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Take care,
Thanks,
Yorkie.
guys.
There goes Shane Hnidy, former Ottawa Senator, now a member of the Prime Monday Night Hockey broadcast. He also works for the Golden Knights.
Yep. He's got a great gig. He's so busy. Like you heard him go over his schedule, how many games he's doing. He doesn't have time to enjoy that beautiful Vegas weather in the wintertime.
No.
He's always on an airplane, breathing in stale air.
Walking the streets of Winnipeg.
Winnipeg's it's probably pretty
26.
cold there. What is it today? Let's
I think it's minus 26, somewhere in there. Yeah.
A balmy minus 26.
I did a game there once, and it was morning skate, and I hadn't shaved yet for the game. My whiskers had icicles on them. It was so cold out.
Okay, we got lots to get to today, and we're already we're behind.
Oh, by the way, Wally, I had a friend of mine,
Uh-oh.
who's not happy with you. Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Okay.
He says that panic button, Wally. I was the first guy to use that panic button. I didn't want a word with him. And I'm like, well, it's a panic button, so he's not happy about you stealing his panic button.
Who is this?
That is one John T. Rodenberg.
Oh, okay. Does it I ordered this special?
Yep.
I probably paid like $40 for this thing.
Why do you overpay for everything? Mugs are like $40. Panic buttons are like $50.
Because it's quality, right, Yorkie? If you want something, you got to have quality, and it actually has an English accent to the panic button.
Hello. How does it say it?
I can't push it. People got mad. Even the owner is mad
The
at
owner.
me for having the panic button.
Thanks for having the owner on while I was away, on shift, by the way. It's unbelievable. And I'm back on shift tomorrow. So who's coming on tomorrow? Like Gary Bevan? Like what's happening?
No, I can't. We're still working on it, but there is potential.
It's supposed to be a Mario.
Well, and then Yorkie messed that up.
That's it, just a Mario.
It won't be because Yorkie's schedule is anyway. Take care of Shoeless Joe's, please. We got to get going.
Shoeless Joe's daily deals you don't want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices, no fluff, just big flavor 5 nights a week. This week at Shoeless, you have your Thursday night half price wine and $10 flatbreads for day night or for catching up. You have Wings Tuesday, Big Burger Energy Wednesday, massive burger starting at $10, enough said. You have Caesar Sundays, shake up your Sunday with $6 Caesars. Game day bud deals. If a Canadian team is on the screen, $9 buds all game long. And because it's Monday, you also have fish and you also have fish and chips tonight. So Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavor and good times on repeat in Campville and Orleans. You like how it went sequentially with the days of just like mixing and matching all?
I don't know what just happened. Anyway,
What happened? Oh, and thanks to our good people and friends at BEI. They're helping to shape the Ottawa Valley, and they'll help you out with equipment rentals, aggregate topsoil, custom crushing, screening, hot mix paving. So when you're planning that next project, please consider BEI for all your aggregate supply needs. You can find them on the web at bonishirexcavating.com or at 613-432-1120.
And by Bet365, our proud presenting sponsor. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary. Bet365. Download the app. Get on the game. Must be 19 or older. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or someone who has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. Gentlemen, the Ottawa Senators, not the favorites in this game tonight against the Winnipeg Jets.
No.
But I feel very confident in this game.
Do you?
Yeah. In fact, I put money on to say that the Ottawa Senators will win this game. Brady Tkachuk and Drake Batherson pick up points. Tim Stützle, 2 shots on goal. Brady Tkachuk, 3 shots on goal. Artem Zub, 1 block shot.
Is Connor Hellebuck? I know he played the other night and he's back, but is he confirmed to start tonight?
Yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. So,
question for you guys before we analyze this. Is this why they call Toronto the Big Smoke? Like, look at this in my background for a second.
Can we just finish the segment?
Like, look at this. It's I got a beautiful view of the CN Tower, and all I can see is smoke. Wally, I like your I like your bet. I once again, you're pretty good at these, aren't you? Like, you're good at where you can get a lot of things to happen. Batherson, to me, 1 point for him, 2 shots for Timmy, totally doable. Tkachuk, he's usually a shot producing machine, right, Grant? So Graham.
I think Brady scores this game, to be honest with you.
They need him. They need him.
That's what I'm just thinking. He's enough is enough, and you'll have to produce. That being said, we'll get to Brady in 1 sec. So that's my parlay for Wally's wager, as somebody called it.
Wally's wager.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Here, I don't remember who said that. I apologize, but I'm stealing it. Gertie, by the way, 7-3 on the season, is up with her pick.
Okay, Gertie, big game. You're 7-3. Sens in Winnipeg. Oh, Senator victory tonight. Come home on a positive note. Good job, Gert Dog.
Gert Dog. I got to see Gert Dog the other day, Graham.
No, I can't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went over to what's going on here? He's attacking the camera. I went over. I had to get the special thing Wally had for me over at the house. So he wouldn't come to my house. I had to drive out there and get it.
I have gone enough times to your.
I don't get invited to anything. What is happening?
We're gonna get to that in a sec. Can we just follow along in the show?
All right, here we go.
Hot for the holidays is coming up here shortly. Do we just do it now?
Sure.
All right, we'll get back to the game here in a sec. If you haven't already seen it on social media, time now for day 6, hot for the holidays. Okay, so it's our good friends, SFR Distillery, which is by Costco in Canada. It's near Home Depot, Costco. Listen, we're giving away 2 $100 gift cards to this distillery. It is fantastic. They've got not just amazing whiskey, they got vodka, they got gin, they got all kinds of spirits. Go in there, check it out. You can sit and enjoy the environment. It's a great spot. Just take a look at SFR Distillery. So the contest today is you got to follow them on Instagram at SFR Distillery and use hashtag #GoLegendary, which is different than what we've been using, but Go Legendary. $100 gift card. And just so that we could have an expert opinion of it, I don't know what I did with I have a bottle somewhere. Yorkie was gifted a bottle to try since he's a big whiskey guy.
I'm excited. Are we going to have some Christmas cheer live on the show, Wally? Maybe. When's our last show before Christmas? We're going to do like one on the 23rd, maybe, or the 22nd?
Yes, we're doing one on the 23rd.
Well, maybe. I've heard great things about this whiskey, and I'm purposely not opening it until that.
So
show.
I had to stop drinking it because I opened it and I was like, wait, I won't have any for the show, so I had to put it back.
Well, did you like yours neat or a little bit of ice?
Ice. big square cube.
Do you have the big
So-
cubes at your house?
Yes.
Do you have like you can get the big trays that make them for you like that?
So I've got the ball ones and the square ones, but I prefer the square ones.
Did you know that is the sign when you go to a really good cocktail lounge? If they don't have the big cubes, not doing it right. You got to have the big cubes.
There's something for, and I noticed today on their website they purposely are trolling you, Yorkie, to get you to go in. Here's what I saw today. A little old-fashioned for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That looks like it is beautifully handcrafted.
Yeah.
I like when they have the big stir stick going too. That's a good sign right there.
Hey,
Oh,
so
baby.
So
You know
we
what?
gotta, and Graham's invited, maybe.
Just book it when I'm working again. Come on.
I think there's a pattern going on
Be
here.
consistent. Yeah, just be consistent.
So anyway, we got to stop in SFR Distillery. Follow them on Instagram and check them out. But anyway, two $100 gift cards we're giving away. Also, on Thursday, we had our day number 5, which is $100 gift card to the Cheshire Cat and Sens tickets, and the winner is
Oh, hi, voice.
Little crackage.
There we go. Chloe LeBlond Renault. You are the winner of tickets and a $100 gift card to the Cheshire Cat. I'll get that out to you shortly as I deliver all my goods. Time to fire up the sleigh. So that is hot for the holiday. We still have more. Let me think here. We've got Mad Tuck's stuff to give away. Oh, our good friends at Jeff and Holly's Food Base, No Frills, gave us a gift card to give $100 for their No Frills. Who doesn't want groceries this time of year? We got Sens tickets, Sens jersey, Tim Stützle signed jersey still to come. Lots of stuff.
Awesome.
I think that's it for all of that stuff. Then we can get back to the game, which is Brady Tkachuk. I want to quickly chat about because he hasn't scored, but he's putting up points. Like since he's returned, and I'm curious of how people view this. He's tied for third in points with 7 points his last 8 games, tied for first in assists, first in shots, first in hits. And I think the general consensus is he doesn't still look the same. How do we assess Brady Tkachuk's game since he's returned?
I think he's been. I've liked his game. When you miss that much time, there's going to be an initial. Like it does take you a while to get back in the swing of things, but he doesn't look like he's, to me, favoring anything. Like he's still out there. He's still hard on the forecheck. He's still great in front of the net. I just think it's right now. He's doing a lot of good things. Obviously, yeah, sure, you'd like him to score some more goals, but I when they had him with that line with Cousins and Zetterlund, I like that. I think he's going to continue to get better and better. Wasn't great timing for the injury, but yeah, I've got no problem with his game right now. It's when you, like I said, when you miss that much time, it does take you a little bit to get your timing back. But I'm with Hnidy. I'm expecting, and back to your bet here, I'm expecting a big night again for Brady Tkachuk. It's going to be a big, heavy hockey game. Right. Winnipeg's got some big guys. I think this is a tailor-made game for Brady Tkachuk, and I'm still not worried about the Sens. Like, yeah, they're not in an ideal spot in the standings right now, but what are they're 6 points out of a spot in the division, I think, right now, if you look at it.
Yes, and they're 7 points out of first in the Atlantic Division.
Yeah, I do like the hockey's going to start to change. Like you see so many teams. I'll take Montreal for example. Like they seem to live and die with their power play. Like the power play is really good, but for Ottawa, I just think it's those little margins, like a save here or there. Just look at that last game, gets you a point, a timely goal. You're just not, the right things aren't happening at the right times, and the bad things are happening at the worst times for them right now. And then that's when the margins are so tight in the NHL. I just think that's going to change. To Graham's point, they're not giving that much up.
No,
like their metrics are good. And when I watched that last game in particular, that's not a bad game by Ottawa. It's just wrong time, something bad happens, and you end up losing the game. I think this is good timing to face a team like Winnipeg, and people might think you're crazy for saying that, but good teams, heavy teams, like Winnipeg was a team predicted to potentially win the Stanley Cup. I think this is great timing for them. Going to Winnipeg, and as a player, you love these games when you get really tested. You're playing against Scheifele and Kyle Connor. You got one of the best goalies in the league. These are fun games to play in, and that arena in Winnipeg, that place is electric. This is going to be a good atmosphere. It's on Prime. I think you see Brady Tkachuk have himself a night tonight.
Yeah, I think that's like the hard part. Like you talked about the margins, and like when you're having trouble scoring a 5-on-5, if you're not getting the saves and your penalty kill and your special team, like you become so dependent on special teams. And if you can't clean up the penalty kill and your goal is like, I know, like at some point we keep saying it's like Linus Ullmark, his career .915 save percentage. Like eventually he's going to start playing at a higher rate. And we're still kind of waiting. Like last year, you had that stretch between November 27th and like all of essentially December where like Linus Ullmark was lights out. Yeah. In the new year, you had Levi Marilani carry this team for 9 games. We haven't had that stretch of goaltending this season. And I know we keep waiting to say like, all right, like eventually we'll get some normalization. We'll get some regression to the mean. These guys will start making more and more saves and Ottawa is going to be fine. But it's, you know, like we're at the 30 game mark and it's like, okay, we're still waiting for that. And I don't hang any of this on the goaltenders. Like, I don't think either of the guys are playing that poorly right now. I think like the process is good. The results aren't necessarily good right now. And it feels like it's been that way for like several weeks now. And I don't know what the answer is. Like, I'm not Justin Peters. I don't know what the answer is, but I think there is a frustration because I think like they are playing good defensively. I think they're doing a lot of things right, but in terms of finishing, special teams, and goaltending, they're not winning those games that they should.
Yeah, I have good news.
What do you got?
Linus Ullmark in his career is 2-0 in Winnipeg. Once with the Buffalo Sabres, by the way, who just fired Kevin Adams, and once with the Boston Bruins. So he's going to add to his repertoire and have a victory tonight.
It's because he's a Swede. Is he from northern Sweden? Which part of Sweden is he from? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he likes the Nordic climate, the cold of Winnipeg.
He probably walked to the rink without a shirt on today.
Oh yeah, just
no bus for me.
Tarps off, just getting in there. Oh, this is heaven here, guys. This is what it's all about.
Come on. By now you know he likes his outfits. He was always wearing an outfit.
He does have a good outfit.
That's because he's just in little old Ottawa. This is Nordic time now for him.
I'll tell you what, Graham. Like, I see where he gets it. Like, I just got back from Sweden. Like, people dress up to go downtown. Like, people are like, it's like just to go shopping or go out and do that. People are, and you know what else I noticed?
Europe in general is like that though. Like, I went through London. And like I went through it summertime, like several years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and people in London were just like done up to the nines, looking like they're going to the bars and clubs at like 10 in the morning. You're like, what the heck is happening?
But here's the difference: in Sweden, they take their bike to the bar. Everyone bikes. You got to watch out when you're if you're walking downtown Stockholm, you can get run over because bikes are flying around down the bike lanes. There's baby strollers behind these bikes. You got to pay attention in downtown Sweden. You got to pay attention. People drive bikes too. They're dressed up on their bikes. Like guy's got like the nice black pants on, a nice sweater. It's got the scarf. You know, in Europe, how they tuck the scarf in too. Like it's tucked in like a nice bow.
Very Peter Forsberg.
Yeah, they're on the bike with the scarf on. But they're very polite. If you're in the way, they ring the bell, ding ding. So you got to get out of the way when the bike's coming. Very civilized.
So are you pro bike now? You just don't want them in Westboro? What is this?
Well, listen. Yeah, I'm pro bike when you're not in a climate where no one's riding their bike in Ottawa when it's -20.
I used to see a guy in Westboro, Yorkie. Maybe he's still there. Like when I was living there for a while, there was a guy who was biking and he'd always be like -20, -30, and he'd be in shorts and a t-shirt. It was insane.
It's probably the old counselor for Westboro, Jeff Leaf or whatever his name is. He loves. I'm a biker. I got a bike, but you don't need to close down the Parkway every Sunday.
I 100% agree with you. 100%.
Like we got businesses we need to get to, and
we want to get downtown. Let's stop having any vehicle try to move downtown because the O train is so good at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel better while you got that off your chest?
No, now now you wound me up a little. The last 4 of the last 5 goal. There. How do I put this? By the way, Ottawa has had 4 different goalies in the last 5 games play against the Winnipeg Jets. Linus will be the 5th out of 6 games.
Who are these goalies you talk about?
Philip Gustafsson, Anton Forsberg, Cam Talbot, and Mads Sogard.
Mads Sogard. Why is he mad?
Well
Jake,
done.
do we
well
have like
done?
a wah,
Well
wah,
done.
wah?
You're gonna need a different button. You're gonna need a different button, Wally.
That's a Wally joke. I'm better than that, Graham. I'm better than that.
Sens have won 4 of the last 7 visits to Winnipeg, if that helps. There is some injury update news, by the way, that Travis Green just came out with this afternoon saying Thomas Chabot's back skating. Shane Pinto is not skating. Not ideal. And Lars Eller will be out an extended period.
Oh, too bad. He's a nice
I
fellow.
wonder if that's breaking.
What's the record with Pinto out of the lineup? Does anybody have that stat in front of them?
Yeah, I think 1-3-0. 1-3-0. 3-7-0 without Chabot, 1-3-0 without Pinto.
That's like I think we forget about that. Like they did with Brady out. They were able to cobble together some wins here and there, but you lose. And I know other teams have to go through this, but the kind of season Pinto has been having, like this is the best before he got hurt I've seen him play. Like he's taken his game to another level. Chabot, we forget how good this guy is. Like he has a puck on his stick. It's usually going to be a nice breakout out of the own zone. Like take for example, to your point you made with that play at the end of the game, Graham, that was thrown at the boards like that. Maybe if Chabot's on the ice, which he probably is at that time, that play doesn't happen. And that's kind of the effects when you lose your second best defenseman in Thomas Chabot. Like these are 2 major losses for Ottawa, 2 of them at the same time. So hopefully,
I know we played up the record with like Brady out of the lineup. Like the 20 games when Brady was out, they were really strong. Like they were 11-5-4. But it's like I think they had more forward depth, especially at that position where like you can absorb that a little bit easier than you can with Chabot. Than a Chabot, I should say, because like Tyler Clevin, love the player, love the person. He's just not playing at a high level this year. Like he's not playing at the level we saw last year in the postseason against Toronto. Like he's not. To me, he's not there.
He's not a top 4D at the moment, and he's supposed to be playing it, and he's out of where he should be.
I think he's been good. Like I don't think he's been terrible. It's like you can cherry pick some plays. Like we talked about the game from his last game, we flipped the boards. It's not a horrible play. Like it was up in the glass. The guy got fortunate to knock it down, and like I said, that puck traveled from friggin' 75 feet. Like it's just seems when he makes mistakes, some bad things are happening. But that's
everybody on the team right now. That's I think just as an observer of the team, it's like anytime there's like a horrendous breakdown or giveaway, it's in the back of the net. It's just like you dominate 60% of the game, 55% of the game, and then it's just you let in those goals, and it's just like it's every availability. You can attest to this. As you talk to Travis Green, it's like, well, I thought we played a really good game. It's just it comes down to those margins, and it's hard. It's really hard to.
What's the stat when your goalie has a certain save percentage? Your chances of percentages of winning just go that much higher. What is it, 905 or over 900?
Even 900
over
for that
90.
matter. But isn't this cause and effect? Your save percentage is going to be higher or you're going to win because your save percentage higher because you're stopping more pucks. Like you've allowed less goals, which is why you're winning. Like I always find this correlation between the two. It's not like, oh, he was really good today, so we won. Well, yes, that usually is the factor.
Yes.
That's like the rebuilding teams, right? Like when they say like, oh, the teams that spend the most are the ones that win. It's like, well, the teams at the bottom of the league when they are rebuilding are the ones spending all the money and upwards of man. They're not the top of the cap. So
except Ottawa was at the bottom and was at the cap though.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, there was a time.
Small market team.
Yeah. All right. What do you got left? What's left on our list?
Scoring. There's a few things, but I can save this, or we can talk about. Senators were down 2-0 in that game to start the game, which is the 9th time this season they have trailed 2-0 in a game. Tough to win games when you're always playing catch up. And would you like to know what their record is in those 9 games, Yorkie? How many wins do they have?
In catch-up games?
When they're down 2-0.
In 9? Oh, boy, I'm going to say 4.
They are 1-6-2.
Oh, not good, Wally.
No, no. That is not good.
I thought it was like some kind of trick question because I know when you usually if you don't score good, it doesn't go well. But I thought for some reason they were beating the odds.
No, the problem is they've got to figure out a way to start games. I'll say start them on time. Like they just can't keep playing from behind all the time. I forget the exact number. 18 of 31 games they've given up the first goal, maybe more. Somewhere.
What was the year? Was it 3 or 4 years ago when they had that stat going where Ottawa, the first shot of every game was? I think Korpisalo was playing that year.
Yeah.
When was that? They had this crazy. It was like it was a crazy stat where the first shot or the second shot always went in. It was like clockwork.
Yeah.
There you go. First shot in.
I feel like Cam Talbot was part of that group. Maybe I'm wrong.
Talbot was here before, I think.
Forsberg,
Korpisalo and
Forsberg.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they all blend together to me at this point because none of them seem to be able to want to stop the puck.
I do think that's going to turn around. I'm still. I know people are down on Allmark. I'm still like his body of work is just. It's too consistent to where it's been over the years, and
But even now, Yorkie, it's like when the pucks are like the goals that go in, you're like, oh, that's that. It's not often now that you're saying, oh, that was a bad goal.
I know.
You know, like it's just like the process has been good.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. Like, obviously they're not getting the game saving saves, but at the same time, like many of the goals that are going in, it's just they're not terrible.
I still, and I know you always go talk about this is the PK. I still don't understand why the guy down low has so much time with the puck. Like it's so tough in this league to defend that when you're a defenseman. And they've been burned by that backdoor pass so many times. And it's, so hopefully they get that figured out.
Well, I just watched, I think it was Minnesota, and they kind of run the same, like I think a majority of teams actually run this diamond pattern formation, but they don't allow them to have time down low.
If you watch the really good teams that PK, and I don't know why. Number one, because it starts at the top. Like when you give guys a lot of time and space with the puck in the NHL, they're gonna make good plays. I just find with this group, to me, the best type of penalty killing is you have cues. As soon as the puck is moved to this area, you're going, and then the second guy's going. Then you just get them under pressure, and like you just. If you're gonna get scored on, go down swinging. Like just, I just don't like the mindset. And I've heard Travis talk about it, and they talk about being a little more aggressive. And to me, I just think that's how you got to be, and it can't get any worse. So I just know from penalty killing and being on the other side on the power play as well, it is really tough when a team just keeps coming because you got to be perfect. You got to be perfect to beat their pressure. And I just wish they would come with some more consistent pressure.
The PK has improved. It's now up to 31st. So it's marginally getting better because at one point it was like 66% or something crazy. Winnipeg's isn't much better. So I'm wondering if this becomes a perhaps special teams game.
Ottawa's power play has been clicking. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Ottawa can figure out a way.
Well,
you hope so. The problem is, it's like if the deficit gets any larger, they're in a tough spot. Like you got to string together games. I think like they've been consistently inconsistent. Like they've had 3 winning streaks this year of 2 or more games. You know, like you win one, there's never that extended. And to their credit, like there hasn't been an extended series of losses. I know they've dropped like 5 of their last 6 or whatever it is, but they haven't dropped more than 3 in a row all year. They found ways to curb those and shelve those losing streaks. But at the same time, they're putting themselves in a position where they have to go on a winning streak soon. And this was arguably one of the easiest months on the calendar. And they're just not finding a way. Like this is, if the Senators ultimately miss the postseason, it's going to be December where you look back and say, man, we pissed a lot of opportunities here.
Yeah. I like the way the schedule's lining up. So you got a tough game tonight. It's going to be big, heavy hockey. You know, Pittsburgh's, I'd say that's a home game. It's a winnable game. Chicago's going to be without Bedard, who's been lights out. There's another winnable game. Ottawa always seems to They have some pretty good games against Boston. You got Buffalo, who just fired their GM. Toronto, those are always a good battle. And you finish with Columbus. Like, if you look at these next games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I see no reason why this team can't go 5 out of 7. You go 5 out of 7 here, you are right back in the thick of things.
Well, Pittsburgh, if you just get down 3 goals, you'll be coming back to win. So that's
wasn't that crazy against the Sharks?
well, back-to-back games.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
Utah and the Sharks. Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine the video session the next day in that locker room. Oh my god.
I couldn't. Yeah. Anyway, and then like I watched that Buffalo team last night. I think they played Minnesota last night. I can't remember who they played. They've got they have a roster of some pretty talented players. I don't think they're as bad as they look at the moment, right? And I think they've won now 3 in a row. Like, Ottawa's got to figure it out here. They got to figure it out, or everybody's getting a panic button for Christmas.
Well, we'll see tonight. Like I said, you want to straighten your house out. I'm a big believer in playing a good team, and probably the best regular season goalie in the league. This is going to be a big test, but I think it's good timing to play a team like that.
All right. We shall see. Quickly, don't forget our post-game show coming in hotter with Cody Gaudreau on tonight after the game. And if you're just sitting around watching the game, you can follow along with our good friends on the Discord channel coming in hot. Every once in a while, Graham pops in there.
Jack Sanderson writes a tight ship. So
he does. So until tomorrow, without Graham, Yorkie. See you there. I don't know what time.
I hope you guys have a great guest tomorrow.
Do we have a guest tomorrow? Let's do 4 tomorrow, Wally. Let's do 4. I have a Christmas get together in the afternoon. Look at him. Maybe Graham.
Why do you tell me now? I've been working to line people up and cancel.
I can still make 3, but 4 would be better.
Well, it might be at 2. If I can line up,
2's not good.
Okay.
3's good. 4 would be better.
Just open that bottle of whiskey behind you there, Wally.
When are we doing our whiskey? When are we doing our whiskey show? We do it on the 23rd?
We could be. By the way, I've switched my mug. My water mug now is the Christmas market mug from Vienna, where you had to drink that horrendous. Did you do the mulled wine in Sweden?
I know. You haven't even asked me about my trip. Wally came on.
You just complained about bikes.
I told you how much I liked the bikes, and I enjoyed the customs, and I had Swedish meatballs. You know, when you go, anybody's gone to Sweden. So we went for lunch and had the traditional Swedish meatballs for lunch. The thing that makes them great is they come with these Swedish berries. You know those red berries? Oh, they're so good.
Lingonberries. Just so you know, this is funny you bring this up. Linus Ullmark and I and Julian McKenzie, I believe, had a long conversation because it was Thanksgiving time around the first games of the season in Florida about lingonberries. And he likes this.
I never realized how good lingonberries are. Like, they're delicious. Like, because I'm a big Christmas Day turkey, and I like my cranberries. Take my cranberries, I mix them in with my potatoes. Lingonberries might be better than cranberries, Wally.
100%.
I think they are.
That's a low bar, though. That's a very low bar.
There's no
need. Cranberry? You're not a cranberry guy?
Not at all. Not at
really?
all. Yeah, they're
neither
gross.
are you.
No.
Do you get them I'm talking, for sure. If you get cranberries in a can, they're disgusting. But if you do you do them nice, like the homemade ones, they're fantastic.
Yeah, not a fan.
And then next thing you're gonna tell me you don't like sweet potatoes.
Ooh, I don't mind them.
I don't mind them.
I guess they're okay.
I don't mind them.
See, at our place we do like a sweet potato. It's kind of like a casserole. It's got some brown sugar. It's got some walnuts and some pecans in there. It's like a dessert, Wally.
I don't want. Why do people put nuts in stuff like in my? I don't want them in my salad. I don't want them in my potatoes.
You don't like nuts in a salad?
No.
Oh man.
What do you like? Just like a wedge salad?
Just a lettuce.
Lettuce.
He likes a good Cobb salad with an egg.
I do like a good Cobb salad. I love a good boiled egg.
Some burnt bacon. Get some burnt bacon in there.
A good garden salad. Yeah.
Wally, bacon is one of the few things you're allowed to have crispy. Not steak, but bacon. Bacon's got to be crispy.
Yes, but I've actually had to tone down my crisp level for my family that you complained.
Oh, you get this because you get the little burning smell if you crisp it up too much in the morning.
Well, it was like it's too crispy. I'm like, well, there's no such thing. Anyway, so I've had to dial it back.
Okay, so where can we get lingonberries in Ottawa?
IKEA.
You can buy them at IKEA?
Yeah.
But they're going to be frozen. Probably not that good.
Well, I don't think they ship them in every day, but yeah. I'm going to go there. They're probably frozen. Hey,
okay.
Chat quickly. Does anybody had the lingonberries from IKEA? You got like 3 seconds for Yorkie bails.
I don't have to go anywhere. I just got a Christmas party I'm going to. I could stay here all afternoon.
Are you going to see Ryan Leslie tonight? Who was the Calgary chapter chair of the Good Guys Club?
He's hosting the party tonight. Yes, I am. That's why I'm in town.
So, Jenny says it's in a container, but not frozen. So
they are delicious.
Well, by the way, you still haven't given us our Thanksgiving, whatever gift you got in Nashville. You still haven't given.
Oh yeah, your Goo-Goos. Goo-Goos. Oh, Goo-Goos. They're delicious chocolate, like kind of like a turtle. It's got some pecan. It's got some. It's like a s'mores kind of pecan turtle thing, and they're delicious. I'll get them to you guys.
Okay, Jake, is there? I don't think there's anything else. I feel like we've exhausted it all by now. So we'll see you all tomorrow after the big Sens win in Winnipeg.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
See you, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.